Well, the first time I heard that Jay-Z probably was my father when I was 8 years old. And, you know, my mom, we was actually sitting in the house on a regular day, you know, listening to music. My mom came up to me and was like, "Hey, Rob, you know, I got something to tell you. That's your dad for real." And I'm like, I was shocked, like, "Mom, what are you talking?"
In a bombshell twist straight out of a Hollywood drama, music mogul Jay-Z is finally hitting back against a jaw-dropping claim that he's the father of a secret son. The rap legend has had enough and is unleashing a fiery response. And trust us, this decades-old saga is about to reach a boiling point. Hello, and welcome to our channel, where we bring you the wildest celebrity showdowns and breaking news, and today's story is truly one for the books. We're talking about a showdown that spans decades and has all of Hollywood buzzing. But first, if you enjoy deep dives into celebrity drama, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update on these unbelievable celebrity scandals and true stories. Now, let's get into it.
Talking about, you know, I'm young, like, it's nothing your parents would just make up like that. You don't just say this type of person is your father, Jay-Z, like.
So grab your popcorn because this story has everything. Alleged love children, court showdowns, and high-voltage accusations from both sides. For years, 32-year-old Rymir Satterthwaite has insisted that Jay-Z, yes, the 24-time Grammy-winning rap icon, is his biological father. After decades of whispers and legal skirmishes, Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, has officially responded in court, and he's not mincing words. According to newly filed court documents from the 16th of June, Jay-Z calls Rymir's paternity lawsuit nothing less than a decades-long harassment campaign against him. The legal paperwork doesn't hold back. It accuses Rymir and his family, including his godmother, Lily Coley, of relentlessly pushing fabricated allegations that judges have already addressed and dismissed in multiple courts. Jay-Z's team even pointed out that this relentless pursuit has gotten so out of hand that a court hit Satterthwaite with a contempt order for ignoring previous rulings. It's a bold counterattack from Jay-Z's side, essentially saying enough is enough to claims they've long maintained are baseless. The message from Team Jay-Z is loud and clear. How many times must they beat the same accusation before Rymir finally stops? But what exactly are these claims that have Jay-Z feeling hounded? To understand the intensity, we have to rewind the clock to the mid-1990s, when Jay-Z's star was just beginning to rise, and a woman named Wanda Satterthwaite allegedly had a fling with the future hip-hop legend. Wanda was just 16 at the time, a detail that makes this story even more explosive, and she later asserted that she had a son by Jay-Z. If true, Jay-Z would have been an adult in his early 20s during that alleged relationship, adding another layer of controversy. That son is Rymir, who has spent much of his adult life trying to prove that one of the world's biggest rappers is his dad. From a young age, Rymir heard whispers about his parentage, and as he grew older, his determination to get confirmation only strengthened. In a dramatic narrative laid out in Rymir's lawsuit, he claims Jay-Z has spent years and immense resources to keep this secret under wraps, describing what he calls a scorched earth effort by Jay's camp to bury the truth of Rymir's parentage. Wanda is no longer alive to tell her side. She has since passed away, but she and Rymir had tried to get the courts involved long before now. Years ago, Wanda reportedly attempted to compel a paternity test, but she couldn't make any headway in court. In 2011, Jay-Z's attorneys even filed documents stating there was no determination or viable claim of a familial relationship with him. Still, Rymir is determined to get answers. He alleges that Jay-Z has neither confirmed nor legally denied being his father, effectively dodging the question for decades. Rymir's frustration is palpable. Imagine believing you know who your father is, yet watching him evade a DNA test time and again, all while he's living life as a music icon married to Beyoncé and raising other children. It's the kind of real-life heartbreak and suspense that you usually only see in movies. This battle isn't just legal, it's deeply personal and emotionally charged. Rymir's latest legal salvo, filed on May 6 of this year, pulls no punches.
I didn't get a fair due process in court. I never got my chance to talk. I never got my chance to talk. It's basically just all got pushed to the side. Like, this was never about, you know, chasing anybody or trying to receive anything from it. This was like, you know, I'm trying to really see who my dad is.
In that complaint, He accuses Jay-Z and unnamed agents of serious misconduct. We're talking fraud, misrepresentation, and interference with justice. Essentially, Rymir is painting a picture of a powerful celebrity allegedly using his influence to manipulate the legal system and silence a paternity claim. He even claims intimidation tactics have been used to keep this story from seeing the light of day. From Rymir's perspective, it's a David versus Goliath fight, a man simply seeking the truth about his father versus a wealthy superstar with the means to make problems disappear. He's not just asking for a DNA test at this point. This time, Rymir wants the court to acknowledge what he believes is a lifetime of being denied and stonewalled. This latest lawsuit marks a turning point, one that's not only about proof, but about justice. The lawsuit also demands compensation, not as a cash grab for child support. He's explicitly not asking for retroactive support, but for the emotional distress, reputational damage, and legal costs he says he's suffered by being kept in limbo. Rymir is even calling for a jury trial, hoping that a panel of everyday people might finally hear his story and validate his claims in a court of law. It's a dramatic move that shows just how far he's willing to go to have his voice heard. This isn't just courtroom theatrics, it's a young man trying to rewrite his legacy. And he's doing it with full force, hoping this time the system won't turn a blind eye. If Rymir succeeds in getting his case before a jury, it could lead to the very DNA test he's been demanding for over a decade, one that could potentially change everything. Naturally, Jay-Z is fighting back hard. The rap mogul's lawyers quickly returned fire with a strategic response of their own. They've filed a motion not just to label this a harassment campaign, but also to buy some time, and there's a twist. Jay-Z's team argues that they weren't properly served with Rymir's lawsuit and that Jay himself didn't even know about the new filing until early June. In fact, Jay-Z claims he only became aware of the case on the 3rd of June, almost a month after it hit the court docket, because of a purported slip-up in notification. As a result, his attorneys have asked the judge for an extra 4 weeks to formally respond to the allegations. This isn't just a stall tactic as they see it. They insist it's about fairness, saying they need adequate time to address yet another round of what they consider baseless claims. And just to gauge how icy relations are, when Jay-Z's legal team reached out to Rymir's camp, specifically to Lily Coley, to discuss the case, she reportedly hung up on them mid-call. Phones slamming, accusations flying. It's clear there's no love lost on either side and that even basic communication has broken down. While Jay-Z's filing seeks to swat away the claims for good, Rymir Satterthwaite remains steadfast in his quest. Importantly, Rymir isn't looking to score a payday in the traditional sense. He isn't asking Jay-Z to open up his wallet for 30 years of back child support or anything like that. According to those close to him, and by his own account, this has always been about something deeper than money. It's about identity, closure, and truth. This was never about money for me. My whole thing was just to see who my father was, Rymir once said, making it clear he's not chasing a payday. In fact, he's noted that he works 2 jobs to support himself and isn't looking for a handout. He just wants an answer about his roots. That emotional core is what makes this story more than just tabloid fodder. It's a real human drama about a son craving an answer. On the flip side, you have Jay-Z, who has meticulously crafted his public image and empire for decades, now feeling like he's under attack by what he deems a meritless claim. Remember, Jay-Z isn't just any artist. He's hip, Hop's first billionaire, a global business mogul, and a man fiercely protective of his family. He and Beyoncé have 3 children together, Blue Ivy, who even won a Grammy at a young age, and twins Rumi and Sir, and the last thing the Carter family wants is a scandalous paternity circus encroaching on their world. One can only imagine how it feels for Rymir to see Jay-Z openly cherish those children while never acknowledging him. It must be a bitter pill to swallow. Publicly, Jay-Z has never spoken about Rymir's allegations, not in interviews, not on social media, nowhere, and you can bet he wants to keep it that way. Behind closed doors, though, his legal actions show he's determined to shut this claim down. To him and his lawyers, this lawsuit isn't a quest for truth at all, but a long-running scheme to shake him down or tarnish his legacy. And outside the courtroom, the court of public opinion is buzzing. Many observers sympathize with Rymir's plight and argue he deserves a fair chance to know his father, while others firmly stand with Jay-Z and suspect these claims are nothing but an attempt to cash in on the Carters' fame. It's a debate that has social media ablaze and gossip columns in overdrive, proving that this saga has truly captured the public's imagination. As the courtroom showdown looms, both sides are digging in and the stakes keep rising. Jay-Z's lawyers are emphatic that these allegations are entirely false, just the latest chapter in what they call a long-standing plot to smear their client's name. They aim to have the case thrown out once and for all, and they may even push for sanctions to prevent Rymir from bringing similar claims again. Meanwhile, Rymir Satterthwaite is holding on to hope that this is the moment his persistence finally pays off, that perhaps a judge will order the music legend to take that DNA test, or that a jury will hear his side of the story. The next steps in this case could bring a definitive answer to a question that's lingered for years, or they could prolong the mystery even further. All eyes are on the court's next move. Either outcome promises high drama. If a judge forces the music icon to undergo DNA testing, it could settle this matter once and for all in a single moment of truth. But if Jay-Z succeeds in getting the case tossed out, the shadow of this question could continue to loom over both men's lives. Will a DNA test finally happen? Or will Jay-Z manage to quash this case for good? The stakes couldn't be higher for both men. For Jay-Z, it's about protecting his reputation and family from what he views as an extortionate nuisance. And for Rymir, it's the deeply personal mission of a man trying to claim his identity after years of being ignored. This is the kind of high drama that reminds us truth can be stranger than fiction. A millionaire music legend and an ordinary guy linked by a claim that just won't die. Will this decades-long paternity saga finally reach its climax in a courtroom, or will it continue to haunt Jay-Z's legacy? Stay tuned, because this real-life celebrity story is far from over.